Hello, fabulous people. This is the Together podcast, and this is the place where Sharice and I come together to help you get it together for your everyday business life. So we hope you enjoy.
How are you? Oh, we need to start over. What a great practice.
Okay. I am well. Thank you so much for doing that fabulous intro. I am getting some things done. I am in transition. I want to say I'm scared, but not really. I made a plan. Now we just got to execute a plan. So I've just taken a step out of on faith to do more things in the business. And so it's just like, getting everything, together. And I'm excited about the throat chakra today and and learning about how that can help me. Because as I was writing my goals this morning, I was writing my things to do list. I felt the fear. I felt the fear coming up of like, are you really about to do this? Are you about to do these things? Like, that who do you think you are? And can you really do it? Can you pull it off? And, and it's so funny that I felt it as I was doing my things to do list. And it's almost like I felt the kind of internal battle to want to push something off and not do it because of the fear.
Yeah.
And so it's real interesting. I don't think I felt that in a things to do list before. So I think that I am growing and becoming more sensitive to my own movements,
Exactly. Yes.
And so as opposed to like, I don't know why I didn't do that, or I don't know why I can't get that done, or I don't know.
Yes.
Now I feel like, I feel you not wanting to do that. What's going on? Why you not wanting to move? Okay, let's sit down and have a conversation about that. What's the real thing here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then for me, I'm sorry, because this is not the topic for the day, so I'm gonna give it back to you.
No, this is perfectly in alignment.
I have to shift to service. That's the answer for me. That's how I get myself to calm down. So from that, who do you think you are to do this? Do you really think you can pull this off? It's like, nope, that's not the attitude we have in the world. I think I'm crazy. These are all the conversations I be having with me. The attitude we have in the world is, who can I serve? And if it's just one person that needs to get this one message, then you need to do the thing on the things to do list so they can do it. Don't let yourself be from somebody else having their breakthrough. And so what's the thing you got to say? What's the thing you got to do? What's that next step you got to take for service to serve? And that usually kind of breaks that. Who do you think you are? Okay, maybe I'm not a person who can speak to that. It usually breaks that off. So it's okay. If I need to do this to help that one person, then I'm going to do it. And that breaks it down for me. So, all right. So I give the floor to you to talk about throat chakras. And then if you want to jump in, and how do you break through your procrastination or your wanting to put things off and not handle it. And I think that's the other thing. It's so easy in a business to get caught up in the 1,000 little things. And so get overwhelmed and not move forward. But really it's some type of fear that's keeping you from moving forward. So, okay. All right, Sharice, I'm giving you
absolutely.
Because I want to learn from you today. Okay. All right, everybody. Somehow Sharice just fell off. And so it's just me and Q here. Q, how you doing today? Is it just me? Oh, okay. I was like, did I find
We still connected?
Sharice, are you still here?
It just went out for a second. I don't know what happened.
Okay, you're back.
Okay. Yeah, so first of all, let me speak to the importance of what you just said. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's extremely important to acknowledge that eternally the most important thing that we can do, we have to do thyself internally and spiritually. Okay. So, and a lot of times we're so surface and we're so busy and we're so overwhelmed and we're so trying to prove our point and get the work done. Right. Mm-hmm. We're not tapping in to heal from within. Okay. Mm-hmm. And this is where we get pretty deep, because these are the secrets that we weren't told.
Right.
And
Sharice, you are breaking out.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I don't know what to do. Okay. Is it okay? Hold on.
It's your internet. It's not. It's a
hold on.
Not a strong connection.
Okay. Excuse me. Let me see.
You may have to call in by phone. Look at the email and then call in by phone, and just don't worry about doing the internet part.
Okay. So, okay. I haven't done that before. So will I just be talking? So am I just talking?
Mm-hmm. It's clear now. It's so funny that now it's clear that we're talking about it. Okay, try it now. That's funny how life goes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Put this together. Okay. So, and I'll figure out if something happens next time. Okay. So super important so I was speaking about the church. Like in church, these are things that we didn't learn. And then if people spoke about these things, they were woo-woo and they weren't of God. Right. Mm-hmm. But these chakras, they are of God. They're your body. They're your physical, your emotional, your spiritual health, right? Like, but no one knew about them to mention them, to bring them into the message of God. Mm-hmm. In the Bible. I guarantee you somewhere in the Bible, and I have to do a little research, but I guarantee you somewhere in there, it mentions something that connects to these chakras, because all they are, it's your physical, emotional, and spiritual health, right? It's the centers of the body that influence that influence, and hear me out, that influence your physical, emotional, and physical, spiritual health. And it's 7 main chakras. We're not going to talk about all of those. You need to go out there and start your research. If you want more information about it, just tap in. But consider them like the Wi-Fi routers to your energy, right? It's like good. Right now, yeah. So consider them like the Wi-Fi routers to your energy. And when they're not clear, when they are clear, the signal is strong. And when they're not clear, you're blocked and the energy drop, right? Mm-hmm. So you're having the issues, okay? So consider that. So why would you think that isn't of God? It absolutely is. It is you. It's your centers. Like, you have, and I have to really stay focused because I have to stay focused on this throat chakra today. And it's super important because of what you just said. Yeah. It was important that you acknowledged and felt what you felt and said, oh, yeah, no, I hear you, I see you, and I feel you. Mm-hmm. And this is not what we're doing. Because I have to move through this, right? The throat chakra is at the base of the throat, extending into the neck, jaw, shoulders, and even the ears, okay? That's why I wanted to focus so much on this today, because the main role of the throat chakra is self-expression, okay? Communication, authenticity, speaking your truth. Okay? And that's everything you just said to me in a nutshell. Because when you were just only doing the to-do list, and that's when you know it's going deep. You didn't feel that thing later. Oh, it's no big deal. Just the to-do list. This make me feel good. So I'm doing the to-do list. I feel good. You mess around and leave that to-do list over there. It made you feel so good. You went and started doing some other things, right? But no, immediately you started working on that to-do list for this mission and this goal, and it started coming up. Yes. That's when you know you're tuned in and tapped in. That's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. right?
Right.
I am, of course, in the same situation when I know I will have to speak or when I'm speaking my truth. There are times when it's time for you to speak up and speak your truth and you get scared and you feel like, oh, somebody's going to judge me. Or, oh, they're not going to feel me. They're not going to understand me. So I'm just not going to say it. Do understand that's a blockage. That's a blockage because you have to, if it comes up in you, that means it has to come up out of you. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the healing of yourself and your people. Okay, that's part of your self-expression. That's part of your truth and communication and authenticity. Is it coming up out of you? Imagine the times that you did not allow it to come up with you because you didn't know that you let the fear take over, really, and you thought the fear was, it was supposed to be there, and oh, I'm scared. I'm ready.
Right.
I'm not ready right now. I gotta go study. I gotta go learn more. I gotta go get more certifications. I gotta go, I gotta go meet this person, that person. I gotta go make this, pay for this program, And of course, there's times you have to. But you gotta be more discerning. You can't let the fear push you into.
Okay, y'all. Sharice dropped off again. I'm thinking she'll be right back. I'm so sorry that her internet connection is so bad today. But what she was talking about just now, working through your fears. And so acknowledging them and sitting with them and asking yourself, okay, Sharice, you back? What you're scared of? Okay, go ahead. Sharice, would you lose you again?
Y'all, hold on. Let me, I'm gonna move a little bit to see if I can find a better spot. You hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to move over here and see if maybe the Wi-Fi will be a little better. But so why it's important to know that it's also more. It's about more than your throat. Okay. It's about. It's not just talking, but it's about how you live your truth. Okay. Look at it as your broadcast channel. Okay. Your throat. Your throat chakra and your speaking and how you live out your truth is your broadcast channel, right? So your ears, how you hear. Now this, I really need you to hear me on this, Natalie. So how you hear things, okay, it influences your perspective. So your perspective on things and the way you hear things, your listening skills, okay, your flexibility and perspective. And also think about, so if it's your throat chakra, it's also going to be shoulders, right? All of that tells your truth. So when you're speaking and you get blocked up and it's not coming out fluidly, that's when you know you're a bit blocked, right?
Yeah.
When you get choked up, and of course we get emotional sometimes, but sometimes you have to contain that in order to get your message across, right? So you have to know what it takes. You have to know pretty much what it takes to get yourself through. And that's part of the work that has to happen, right? Okay. That's why you have to do this work daily, because you never know. It's not all about speaking on stage. It's about speaking to your clients, daily conversations with colleagues and things like that. Like you have to be able to speak fluently, communicate properly, and just get the information out that they need. And then also for you to be a great listening ear to what they have to share and impart in you, right? So, it's directly linked to your heart chakra. That's what you feel. It is directly linked to your third eye chakra, what you see. Okay. Meaning that if those areas are blocked, like that's your inner truth. Your inner truth cannot flow from your heart to the vision, right? To the voice. You see why I just had that we could only really stick with the throat chakra today because it goes so deep. They're all connected. But one of the things that I really wanted people to understand is that, so, a lot of people who talk about the chakra are people who are, kind of, uh, what do you call just kind of spiritual, like people who show it visually. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and that sometimes people think that those people aren't of God, and no, God has information that has to come through many of us who look many different ways, right? I consider myself quite spiritual. I consider myself, quite aware of many things that I did not get out of the Bible, many things that I did not get out of church, but I do know for sure it's of God, So let me give you a practice that I think is extremely important for you to start today, Natalie.
Okay.
I'm going to send you some videos. I'm going to send you some meditation. Okay. And anybody here on this channel, just go to YouTube and put in throat chakra healing. Heal my throat chakra. My throat chakra.
Okay.
Right. And you'll get some meditation and some sound, like narrow beat, things like that will help you. But also, I'm giving you one simple exercise. If you're speaking or singing, they give you exercises, to loosen up your throat and loosen up your voice. But one simple one right before clients or right before you, go on a Zoom or something is just open your mouth wide as you possibly can, wide as possible.
Okay.
Right, and just exercise those jaws. Do it several times. Exercise those jaws. Move back and forth. Okay, because also you want to feel it in your ears, your neck. Move those neck. All of it right in here, and do it your way. There's no particular way that you have to do it. Just do it and loosen it up for you. While you're listening to your meditation, or simply right before a call, just any exercise for you that just opens you up and loosens you up. There are no rules. There are no real rules. You create your own way. You create your own regimen. What is for you, right?
Yeah. What I love about that is it brings awareness to that part of the body, because we often don't think about our shoulders. We don't think about our throat. We don't think about our mouth. And so once you have that awareness of the body, it's almost like you can funnel energy into it to be much more powerful.
Yes.
And so because it brings about that awareness. And so especially I think with speaking, before you get on stage or on Zoom or wherever, if you bring that awareness, I think it's going to make it much more powerful. You make you much more powerful as an orator. So
yeah, absolutely. Which is so important to how you hear your audience, right? How you read your audience. I think the most important thing that you can do is read your audience. Sometimes you may have a speech that you want to speak on, or that they ask you, or that they ask you to speak on. But you get in there, you read the audience, and no. This audience needs this, so let me tweak this a little bit, right? So that's why it's super important to be unblocked so that you can hear, see, and feel what the audience needs, right? So instead of following the rules, because if anyone trusted you to speak to their audience, they're going to trust what you bring to the audience, right? So in the environment, and maybe out of courtesy, you might want to say, hey, I'm feeling a little different energy from the audience, so I think I'm gonna kind of, do a little mix and this and that, and kind of shift a bit. You mind? And they're gonna say yes. They're absolutely gonna say yes because they want their audience to be happy.
Yeah.
It all matters.
Excellent point. Yeah. And it makes you feel like the organizer, that you're working in partnership with them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You care about the people.
Right. I'm going to show all of that. Okay. All right. So you want people to go to YouTube and get some videos on throat chakra healing. And then you gave a very practical exercise before you take stage, whether it's on Zoom from your couch or an actual stage somewhere, to bring awareness to your throat areas, your mouth area, doing some exercises, make sure you're loosening up the jaw and all of the muscles. All right. What else do you want people to know about the throat chakra?
I want people to know that it exists. Like, don't take your body and your energy centers for granted. I'm not sure if you really heard me in the beginning. Like, your chakras are just your energy centers in the body that influence the physical, emotional, and spiritual health. Okay, so don't abuse it. Right?
Gotcha.
I have a friend who abuses their voice by screaming and has lost their voice. Don't abuse it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't abuse it. Don't abuse it. And then but you can also heal it as well. So if something does happen, there's a way to heal. But I want you to be aware now that you heard something ever heard chakra, right? So go YouTube some information on chakras, but I'm specifically leading with the throat chakra because we all speak all day, every day. We all hear, see, and feel all day, every day. So you want to be unblocked and you want to be in a space where you speak your truth, right? You communicate well, express yourself well, and be authentic.
Yeah. What's coming up for me as you're doing all of this talking is I think about legends and singers who, you know, they drink warm tea and they do all of the things that they need to do to take care of their voice. And a lot of them have rituals around it, taking care of their throat and taking care of their voice because that's how they make their money. I don't think that I specifically, even though I make my money with my voice every day, I don't think about it like it's just this is what I do, you know. And so it's this conversation is making me think, what do I need to do to take care of my voice more preciously? And I think it's even more important because singing definitely is a ministry. And there are some songs that have all gotten us all through some things. But we everyday people who are talking to everyday people also have powerful messages that are helping people in their everyday lives. And so I think one of my things that I've been on lately is there's a scripture in the Bible. I can't remember where it was right now, but I read it like a month ago. And I was like, oh, I like that. And it was saying that my words should be filled with grace and seasoned with salt. And it was it's an odd thing. And the thing about when you season something with salt is you give it more flavor. You make a lot of dishes more palpable for people to eat. But the biggest thing is salt is a preservative. And so I want my words to preserve people, to preserve your heart, spirit, mind, and soul. And then I want them to be filled with grace. It's almost like that spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And so as we talk about the throat chakra and what we're putting out there, I think having more reverence for our throat, for our voice is going to make us more powerful. And so, because we don't think about it as, wow, this is the instrument that I use to make money. And so why am I not treating it more reverently? So, and reverence is one of my words this month too. So I'm trying to figure out where I need to be more reverent in my life altogether. And so this is another wonderful area in which I can bring some reverence into. And just that honor and appreciation, that spirit that comes with saying, okay, this is a valuable part of my being. It's a valuable part of my being, and I don't want to take it for granted. And I do want to make sure that I'm understanding how powerful it is and how powerful it can be. And of course, giving its due reverence again. So thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my dear.
Yeah.
What else? Do you have anything else for us today?
That's about it. I'm gonna drop one more tip. You know, I just want people to understand. I think where we are with our audience at this point, I think when we say things, I think they get it because they're open, they're aware, and we're just, dropping nuggets and allowing them to say, like you said, like, oh, wow, I never thought of it like that. So I want you to hear me when I say, like a block chakra struggles with saying what you mean.
Yeah.
Feeling misunderstood.
Yeah.
Or physically holding tension in your neck, jaws, and shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an awareness that I want you to understand, because you think that, oh, I'm tired, oh, I'm just stressed. And yes, you are, but that can also be a block chakra, right? That's the spiritual side of it, right? And a balanced chakra, it's confidence in your speaking, clear communication, like just this magnetic presence, and knowing that you are saying and speaking your truth, right? It's the difference in, having a message and being the message.
Yeah.
So
say that.
I really want you to take this message here and take it to heart and see the power and understanding. I have to, like you said, I have to reverence my voice.
Yeah.
I have to reverence my throat, what I have to say, what I have to deliver to the people. So it's important that I'm able to communicate properly, hear properly, see properly, so that I can give the message, and be the message.
Yeah.
Right. And everything that I do. And that's about it,
Okay.
The energy is everything. And I really want people to be aware, even when it's words and things that you haven't heard before, don't think that it's something that you shouldn't hear. Do a little studying and see where it can take you. I think I love to learn new things. I love to hear things from different perspectives that I've never heard before. And I'm open, my motto, open to everything, attached to nothing. So give me more information and I'll decide if I want to take it or not. What is that thing? Eat up the meat, chew out.
Right.
Eat
the meat, spit out the bones.
Spit out the bones, right. Yeah, that. And that's just discernment and that's just wisdom,
Yep, that's it. All right, fabulous people. That's it for us today. I enjoyed learning and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Same time, same place.
All right. Be good.
Right. Bye.
All right.
Audio Jungle.